Welcome to the microlab lesson for Pearson, MyLab IT. In this class, when you are going to read any of your information or do what are called quizzes or simulations or graders, they will all be done in the Pearson MyLab IT website. To get there, you would simply open any of the assignments that point to MyLab IT and click there. It doesn't take you directly to where you need to go, but has you, of course, first sign in. And after you sign in, you pick your class. You probably only have one. And when you click there, it loads the default screen, which you probably won't do anything on. What you really want to go to, first of all, is course materials. Once you're there, you have to remember what it was you were looking for. Oh, read chapter 1 and take the quiz. So TIA is Technology in Action. And of course, the first thing you'll do is want to read chapter 1 in the e-text. This launches in another window. If you're having problem launching this window, especially on a Mac, you'll need to go through the process of allowing pop-ups to happen in your browser. So when we get here, you'll need to go to chapter 1 and start reading. Now, this one has some preface material, but we'll start out part 1, Technology in Society. And of course, you can maximize this window to see a lot more. And then as you read, it'll get down to the page, end of the page, and then you'll go to the next little subchapter. And there you go. Hope you know how to read and take notes already. With that, I'm going to go ahead and close the Technology in Action e-text, which will take me right back now. I have read the chapter and I'm ready to take the quiz. So, let me click here, and the quiz loads. This quiz happens to have 13 questions. Hardware refers to programs that give the instructions to the computer. I think I remember reading that one, and that was software. So this one would be false. And next question. You can continue to take the next question if you, for example, don't remember this one and you want to come back to it later. You can go on to the next question and go ahead and answer it. You can always come right back to that question. Not all questions are true and false. For example, this question asks you to pick from a list. Augmented reality, let's see, that would be a combination of normal sense in the world and digital information, which means I wouldn't be using that answer for this next one, which would be, let's see, searching for patterns of data within a large amount. And you would continue to match each of these up. Other questions mean that you require that you type in an answer. The term computer, and of course you would type in your reply here and click next question. When you're finished answering all the questions, then click the finish and submit for grading. And you will immediately see your results. And I got a 90%. You can check each of your scores and to see which of them might have given you the false answer, or on which you may have given the wrong answer, sorry. Then, when you go back here, you will see your score, and you're welcome to come back here and view your submission. And while you're here, you can click here, and it says, well, which questions did I miss? Okay, I got 7 and 11 wrong. I could click on each of these and review them and go, okay, well, it wasn't this, it was that, or whatever. Okay. And then when you're done, you can go back and take the quiz again. Hopefully you remembered the right answers to all the ones you got right. This one once you start this quiz, this will be the last time you can take it, and you'll have to answer all the questions from fresh, but you may get a better grade because you've reviewed what you got wrong. That, my friends, is how to complete a quiz in MyLab IT by Pearson. So you've learned how to read the text and how to take a quiz. Let's go back now and do the next item, which is a simulation. And to do this, we're going to find this in a different place. The one I'm going to use for this demonstration is going to be our PowerPoint simulation and grader. You only choose these items when you're assigned them in the Canvas course. There will be times in this course where you will not do a grader for Chapter 2 or Chapter 3. You'll be doing a homework assignment instead, which is not from Pearson, which is from Canvas. So always follow Canvas to make sure you're doing the appropriate assignments. For example, if we go here in Canvas to the PowerPoint module, sorry, this is taking a moment. There we go. You'll see that we only have to do the simulation and the grader. We won't be doing the quiz. So let's go do the simulation. We note here that we'll click on that, and then we'll click on MyLab IT, which takes us back to here. We log in, and we have to find our own way to PowerPoint. And after doing your reading in the e-text, then you could proceed with the simulation training. This one is very different than taking a quiz. It loads a version, a virtual Windows version of the software on your computer and gives you instructions here at the bottom as to how to complete those. Now, some of those instructions may require you to press buttons which are not present on a Macintosh, a Mac, a MacBook, whatever you want to call it. If you ever confront a situation where you can't press a key, then please come over here to the virtual keyboard. If it's asking you to press Control, Alt, and Delete, which you don't have on your Mac, you would press Control and then Alt and then Delete, and then you would click Go, and that would perform that keystroke for you. Remember, if there's ever a time on your keyboard when your keyboard doesn't have the requisite keys, please use the keyboard, the on-screen keyboard. Okay, so now in this simulation, our directions are down here. We notice that we're going to have 15 steps. We have 5 attempts on each step, and we can get going here. So we'll follow the directions. Create a new presentation. Click the Berlin theme. There's Berlin. And then select the second theme variant. Usually second is 1, 2, 3, 4 in the standard practice of Western reading, and then click the Create button. And there we go. And you'll notice that we did get it correct. How do we know? Well, it doesn't let us advance unless it is correct. It now says save the presentation as a PowerPoint presentation with the name. Well, I don't know where to click to save. I wasn't paying attention when I read, or whatever. Whenever you don't remember or know how to do something, you have these helps here. You can watch a video, which I won't show. I find the practice the best. I'm going to click on the practice. It takes you out of what you were doing. Okay, it wants me to click File. Oh, it wants me to click Save As. Okay. P01H1. Oops, I was typing O's. Did you notice how it told me right away? 1H1 job search. Okay, you have now finished the practice. Now you have to do it yourself. Oh, I remember. I'm supposed to click File and Save As and Browse. And here, oh, there's no little help right. Oh, it's down here. Okay, so I'll type P0. Oh, look, it even remembered it from the last time I typed it. That's nice. I don't know if that'll happen on your computer. But anyway, once you've got the right name, you click it in, and notice you're on now to the next. On slide 1, in the title placeholder, that must be this thing that says title. So I'm going to, oh, look, I click there and it disappears, and I type job search strategies. There we go. It advances to the next one. In the subtitle, oh, that's the subtitle holder, type career and employment services. And we go on. And we have now completed that question. We are now on to 2 of 15. After you've done some of the simulation, you may run into a time constraint or have to go somewhere. At any point, you can click the Save button. Are you sure you want to save it? Yeah, click OK, and it saves and closes. Now, when you're ready to come back, you can just click on that grader, and when it opens up, it will take you, oh, sorry, I clicked the wrong one. When you come back to the simulation training, can we edit that out? Anyway, that'll take you right back to where you left off in the simulation training. There you go. Now, I don't know when you, when you might encounter this, but sometimes you're going to get stuck and you're not going to be able to do something. Okay. Sometimes it's because you're doing it slightly wrong, but you don't realize it. And it may be also because there's a bug. At the time of this recording, there are bugs in the Excel simulations that do not allow you to do the undo and get credit for it. So you'll have to skip those. If such a time ever confronts you when you can't figure out how to do it, you can simply skip to the next question. Now, you won't get credit for that. If you want to get credit, you'll need to send me a notification via Canvas inbox that you encountered a problem on that step. And of course, if I hear from 3 or 4 or 12 different people, yeah, I'll know that there's a problem with the software. If it's just you, I'll probably get back with you on how you could have corrected it. But that's okay. You're still going on. Okay, so change the theme colors of this presentation to marquee. That's probably a design thing. I don't really know. Okay, I'm going to go here and do the practice. And up pops that. Oh, I was right. Cool. Okay, well, I'm going to follow it and see what it wants me to do. Oh, I was going to look over here, but it says click there. Okay. And it wants colors. And oops, colors and then marquee. There we go. All right. Got to go back and do it myself now. So I was right in clicking the design tab, but now it was here and then colors and then there it is. I didn't know I had to scroll down to it. Okay, and I'm going on. And you get the idea. Here's an example of somewhere where it just doesn't work for you. Okay, I've selected the word Googled, like it says. Select the text Googled on the slide. And then it says to come up here and click this guy. And on the 4th row, 5th column, select that. And it says incorrect action. Why? Oh, wait a minute. Select the text quote Googled. Oh, and then come up here and do it. Sometimes it's just not going to make sense to you, and you'll have to go back and realize that you're working with a robot, and you and the robot may not communicate the same way, but it won't let you advance until you do it exactly the way the robot is telling you to do. When you reach the last step, let's see, in this one, it's print handouts using 3 slides options, and I think that's file and print, and the 3 slides option, and then click print. And it liked it, and my question is complete. And what's going to come next? Oh, sorry. After you finish a couple more things, you'll get this. Click OK to submit the assignment. And when you do, it takes you back here and it will tell you that, oh my goodness, you got 100%. If you advance through each of them and it says, yeah, you got them all, then of course you're going to get 100%. So there's simulation. You'll find them a little bit aggravating, I assume, but they are very helpful in learning how to get around in the application and do things that you weren't aware of. Now, that is a quiz, reading, and a simulation. Let's finish this up with a grader. So we'll go to the PowerPoint grader without going back to Canvas and seeing that we're supposed to do it. It opens this up. Here's the process. First of all, you download the materials and you do not click download all files. If you do, it will create a zip file, which you will need to know how to unzip. So just do this. I still do it all the time, even though I know how to unzip a zipped file. It's just frankly easier to do it this way. You'll notice they were all heading up to your downloads folder. Yep, sure they are all. We can click close and now go to the preview steps. And this will tell us that we need to start PowerPoint. Okay, I'll do that. And there it is. And then we're going to open up a file. So we're going to open, and we remember that it's in our downloads folder. So we can go to our downloads, and it is the one with your name. My name for this, of course, is student. And there it is. Now, sorry, it's a downloaded file, so you'll need to click Enable Editing. You don't know what to do next. There's no directions on the screen. There's nothing asking you what to do. Well, you have to go back to the directions. And number 2, change the theme variant to the last one. The theme variant, that must be in design, and we have variants over here, and it wants us to use the last one. Oh, that's cool. You will go through each step, going back and forth. I'm going to do let's see, one more thing. Change the theme color to yellow and the theme font to Candera. So that would be here, this little arrow for more things. And we want the color to be yellow, not, I'm not looking for a yellow here. We're looking for the word yellow. And then here it wants us to change the font to Candera. Okay, we've changed it a little bit. We'll come back and create a new slide after slide 1 using the panoramic picture. So home, new slide, panoramic picture with caption, it said. Panoramic picture with caption. Okay, now here's what I wanted to get to. When you have to type something, because you're being graded by a robot and there's nothing to tell you right away whether you spelled everything correct, here's what I do. I copy the text, including anything that's in blue, and then in the middle placeholder, it wants us to type that. So we'll come back over here to PowerPoint, in the middle placeholder down here, and then I'll use paste special keep text only. That ensures that, this is not a typing class, okay? If you copy and paste, that's actually a computer skill, and I recommend that you do that. And in the bottom placeholder, do this, and again, paste special just the text, and there you go. So when you have gone through the grader and completed all the steps, let's see here, yep, I did all this. Okay, and it wants me to save and close. Okay, so I'm gonna save this one. I'll save, I'll do it the old-fashioned way, and then I'll file close. There we go. And you can actually close PowerPoint too, and you're back here. So now you can close this. You finished steps 1 and 2. Now step 3, you're going to choose the file. Now you're going to look in your downloads, unless you moved it somewhere else, and you're going to make sure that the time stamp on this file matches very closely to the time down here. That ensures that you're getting the right file. I have had people download a file and then work on it, but save it somewhere else while they're working on it. And then when they come here to upload this one, it's the blank one that they started with and didn't do anything with. So make sure you're finding the file that you just recently saved. Click open and upload. Come on. There we go. When you get the success here, you click submit for grading. And you close the assignment. And you come back here, and this may say pending. It won't take long, but you'll have to refresh your screen in order for it to go get the grade, which means you click the refresh, you go back to course materials and wait for it to load. It always does. And you go back to find the assignment that you just did, and you can see, oh, now I got a 20. I was trying not to get a 20. But let's go ahead and view my submission, because you may not get it. Oh, I only got a 95%. Okay. So if you click on that, then it will bring you to a review of everything that you did, and you'll see some red things that you didn't quite do right. Okay, so let's just see with this one. I did not get any points for the text waffle of a paragraph interesting. The font size was not set to 32. Oh, well, okay, I will go back to PowerPoint, and I will load up that file. It's sitting right there, and it says for the text waffle of an interesting, on slide 2. Okay, slide 2. And the word waffle love, this indeed was at 29, and it wanted it at 32. So I'll just change that to 32. Okay. And then I'll come down here. Oh, here's the other thing I missed. On slide 8, the natural franchise images picture style was not set to, and it doesn't tell me as per final document. Well, I happen to know that picture format should have been that one. I could go back and read the directions, but I think you get the idea. So now I'm done with this. I can close that by clicking the little X in the top right corner. And I can go back here and save my work. I'll do it so you can see it. And then I'll close PowerPoint. And then I'll come back to the PowerPoint grader. And I'll say, this is the last time you can do it. Okay, I'm confident I fixed everything. And you'll come back here and you'll see the same screen. You don't need to download. You don't need to preview. You just need to choose your file. And there it is. It was 807. It's now 808. That's good. And I will upload it. And when I get the check mark, I'll submit for grading and close the assignment, and then cross my fingers. I'll go here and view submissions, and I have 2 submissions. I got 100%. That's how you use Pearson's MyLab IT for reading your work, for doing quizzes, simulations, and graders. Hope this was helpful.